nap.
Luke, when you talk to Nam, you always speak Thai. And then I try to get you to speak Thai, and you won't speak Thai. It's morning time, and he's tired.
ไม่เล่นน้ำไม่เล่นน้ำ
My le nam, honey, my le nam. Come on.
อืม
The nam means play or swimming. It actually means play water. Len, play, water, nam. Are you going to swim in the water today? At school, they have a big indoor pool. It's kind of like just like covered. A big pool, it's like covered with one of those really cheap tin roofs, you
Bobo's
know?
always not sick.
What?
Bobo's always not sick.
Bobo? Oh. Who was, did you talk about that yesterday?
He's
Bobo.
always never
Nam's
sick.
boyfriend who's building that house.
He always goes to work.
You know what though? I've noticed that Burmese people
Yeah.
actually,
Burmese people never get.
that's not true because the one lady that works in the kitchen, Chum, is that her name? Chalk. No, Chu. Gosh, sometimes their names sound so similar. Chu, she got sick a couple times, right?
Pichad.
Yeah, but-
Pichad.
Women get sicker than men.
Nam doesn't get much sick. Well, Nam gets like
I don't know
sniffles.
what they eat. Irma, we eat
You know why they don't? You know why they don't
get
get sick? Because they never got vaccinated, and they never ate bad food. They ate natural food. They don't have like, you know, I don't think they have 7-Eleven, and they don't have all this boxed processed food. And growing up.
Someone even had pizza.
Zona when he came, he never had pizza or burgers. Now he likes it.
Now he
Now he likes burgers.
But you know what? Pizza's not too bad because it's just flour and cheese and tomato sauce.
Nope.
Tomato is a vegetable.
ไม่ใช่
ไม่ใช่ฮะ
Uh-huh.
Leon พูดภาษาไทยกลางจังเลย So what's pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Leon slept with me last night. So did Luke. We're so bad. Like Luke is the oldest, and he's 7, and he cannot sleep on his own. I love sleeping with my kids. You have nightmares if you sleep on your own? You never even tried.
I slept in Bangkok alone, in the door shut.
In Bangkok? Look, you get so sensitive. Are you crying? You're just crying at the idea of sleeping alone. Aw, it's okay.
Tissue, please.
You know how there's some families that they're like, when their kids are 18, it's like, okay, you get out. Time to go. You gotta leave. Bye. I don't think I'm gonna be like that. Well, I know I'm not gonna be like that. My nightmare is for my kids to leave me. But we're gonna stay a team because Nam, she's become a part of our family. Nam, are you gonna leave me one day?
Leave me?
Are you gonna buy one day?
Bye-bye.
She said, I don't go where. It's more fun with Lily, right?
Uh-huh.
Life is more fun together because we're one family, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're part of our family?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
I don't know. Maybe when Bobo gets his house really nice, you're going to want to go back and live there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. One day.
One day. Okay. I'm going to buy a piece of land, a big piece of land, and we're going to make a family compound. And I'm going to build separate houses, a house for Luke and Leon, and a house for Nam and Bobo.
I designed them.
You can, no, Luke's going to build a house for me because you said that you want to build a house.
I want to build a house.
Remember you said you wanted to be a house builder.
friends.
What?
I have friends that can do
Well,
that.
you know what?
I am not in all
Okay,
of them.
my dad, he learned how to build a house. And you know why he did? He just got a job working at contracting businesses. And he learned you just learn from going on the job.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Bobo's friends,
No.
I don't even
the
know
quality. Nana, are you gonna build me a house? Huh? What are you gonna do at school today? Huh?
Nice bike.
Mike, you're not feeling good? I said yesterday we should paint Bubba's house yellow. And what did you say?
It's a pig.
You said you didn't like yellow.
Wait.
You said that yellow was the color of pee-pee.
Wait.
Do you know yellow is Daddy's favorite color?
Yellow's your favorite color. That's why you only have 2 shirts. This is yellow.
My favorite is
Oh! Why is it so hard for you to get your socks on?
Oh, this one's orange.
What do you think, Leon? Will you help him?
They're baby socks.
Let me see your outfit.
Oh, no, these
Your
I
costume,
knew.
your uniform.
These I knew.
Leon, someone said that they don't think you should cut your hair.
Cut your hair.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Because they like your hair. Do you want to cut it? Uh-oh.
Mom.
You know now people.
Hi!
Hey.
Hello.
Lila!
Give me Leon. One of your socks is mine.
Lila, are we gonna have fun today?
Right sock.
This one.
Yeah.
Come in here. You guys better go. Daddy is waiting for you. Lila, do you sleep well? Lila, you want to go to school too? So in America, they tell you, and it's part of the culture, to not be a helicopter parent. Things go in and out of style or culture about how to raise children. And in America, it's like, don't be a parent. To allow your kids to figure out how to do the world, give them space, let them stand back, let them make mistakes, let them fall, and let them figure things out by themselves. Well, here in Asia, it's the opposite. You are supposed to be a helicopter parent up until the child is 4 years old. They do hover around the kids. Watt, he did it, and he was very hands-on with Luke. And then we had Nam as our nanny, who's from Burma, Myanmar, and she's so hands-on. I mean, she was the nanny. So I guess it's we're paying her to do that, but they have to be constantly watching the child at all times. And specifically, one thing that they do that kind of drove me crazy is that we fed all of our children. Even to this day, sometimes Luke, who's 7 years old, they will hand feed him and put the spoon in his mouth. And I'm like, you guys, he is 7 years old. He can feed himself. And in comparison, when I would go back to America and I'd be around my nieces and nephews, in America, you put the child in not on the floor. You put them usually in the high chair. You put the child in the high chair, and then you just let the child feel all the food, put the food in the mouth. No, you don't do that in Asia. In Asia, you sit on the floor and you hand feed them with a spoon. And the problem with that is that they don't learn hand coordination. They don't develop hand strength. And they can also become really picky eaters because they're not feeling the food. And it was such a battle to try to get Watt and Nam to just let them learn how to eat for themselves. And Leon, he just started school. So now he's at school and he is learning how to just be able to use utensils. And he's nearly 5 years old. He's learning how to use utensils to eat by himself. So here, the idea of a child, a toddler, making a mess with their food, digging in their food with their hands and just making a mess, that is so not part of the culture. And it would freak Thai people out, and they would think that's so dirty and disgusting. Where in America, it's part of the learning curve that you have to let kids do that so they can learn, and then eventually they will figure out, and then they will be able to feed themselves. It's a cultural thing because in America, you want your kids to develop quicker because you can't constantly be feeding them. You don't have time. You're working 2 full-time jobs mostly, right? The parents are working 2 full-time jobs. Usually the kids are in daycare. But here, I guess there's more labor, more free labor, more people around, more of a community to help you take care of the kids. So there is always somebody to feed the child. There's always the old auntie, the grandma, someone in the family, or you can hire a nanny because labor's cheap, that they are there to just hand feed your kids. And even sometimes I remember I would take Luke to the beach by myself, right? I would let him just wander off a little bit, not far, just maybe 10, 20 feet. And I remember this Thai guy who I was friends with, and like he was just like, he didn't mean any offense by it. He just was like looking at me, looking how far Luke was, and he was like, oh, foreigners are so different with kids. Like, and I knew exactly what he was saying, because if I was Asian, I would be right there watching Luke, right in, making sure I'm 3 feet or less away from him. No. Do you have hair like this in Burma? I guess it was a combination of Daddy's genes and my genes. Ella wants you to see her pretty hairstyle. Look how beautiful she is.